The city of Medford is taking new strides to help end the housing crisis. The city council voting in favor to buy a site for a permanent urban campground. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 4. I'm Alicia Rubin. Newswatch 12's Brett Taylor has been following this story and the possible impacts that it could have on homelessness across the city. Brett, what can you tell us?
Well, Alicia, this is a really big step for the city of Medford and for Rogue Retreat to help give people an opportunity who are living right now on the streets a chance to get their lives back on track. Now, for the last several months, Rogue Retreat has been working on installing electricity, AC units, and even heating units across in their pellet shelters just right behind the first stage of the Rogue Retreat campground. But when the city of Medford and Rogue Retreat does find a more permanent site for the urban campground, they're hoping to have more electricity options, more water resources, maybe even bathrooms and other resources that will hopefully be made available. Now, although this is a lot of good news that we are telling you right now, it is important to mention that this is coming after obviously a Medford man had died earlier this week because of freezing temperatures outside. Now today I spoke with BROOKE, who told me that she once was also living on the streets and knows just how dangerous it can be when you don't have the right resources during the winter months.
It's definitely frightening, scary, for sure. That's a tough one because, you know, it's, I guess, all a matter of perspective, and it's like you said, you don't know. You know, you go to sleep and you don't know if you're going to wake up the next day or you're going to freeze to death or, you know, kind of thing like that. And I'm just grateful that I'm not there anymore.
Now, the tragic fact is that the death of 29-year-old Manuel Barbosa Valerio is not the first death to happen because of freezing temperatures in Medford. And after speaking with Rogue Retreat today, they told me that it's really important to never forget all the lives that have been lost during these winter freezing temperatures and to make sure that change happens because of them.
We've always had deaths, you know, and that's what breaks our hearts. You know, the Kelly shelter, we named it after a gentleman years ago that froze to death in Hawthorne Park named Kelly. So it's important that we don't forget the people that have passed on because they didn't have any place better to be. But if it motivates us to do more for the next person and the next person, that's what it's all about. We'll never be able to serve all of them, but if we can serve more and more people, then we're doing a better job.
Now, even though steps are being taken to end homelessness across the city, there are still some of those in the community that feel that the city is not doing enough to help those specifically that are still on the streets. Still to come on Newswatch 12 at 5, we'll dig in deep into how the Housing Justice Alliance feels on what the city of Medford could be doing better and what they should be doing to help protect those that are still right now living on the streets. But for now, reporting live in Medford, I'm Brett Taylor, Newswatch 12.